Hey everyone, ZeroJD here with the XBLA Fans Channel. I'm here to give you a quick taste of AngerForce Reloaded. Overall, a pretty great shmup. It has some unique things to it that I actually really like a lot about it. One of those being that if as you play and you kill bosses and you kill stronger enemies, you are actually picking up these upgrade points and stuff like that. These upgrade points can also be used to, at the end of a level, purchase health back, stuff like that, more bombs and all that kind of stuff. They can be used as continues, but more importantly, they can be used for upgrades that are actually permanent. As you can see here, I've actually spent some here. These general overall ones are pretty self-explanatory, and then you have ones for each character. But I'm going to actually kind of show this off. So at the bottom right, you can see I have 49 of these. Earlier, let's say a character started out with 3 health. If I invested in this one, so that character would then have 4 health at the beginning. So I'm actually going to put another one in there, a whole bunch more in there, and that will bring me up to having 2 health extra. I still have 16 left over, so let's put them in. Bomb going off, all bullets turn into bonus items, which is usually nice. I'm gonna go and put them back into like doing damage and stuff like that. But this is, like I said before, it's a very, very enjoyable shmup. It's got its normal mode of like campaign, which is actually divided up into noob, normal, and then I'm going to assume hard. Noob only has 3 levels, normal has 5, and then I'm going to guess that the actual final one has all the levels and all that kind of stuff. Arcade is essentially you going through levels. When you finish a level, you pick a perk, and then you keep going, and so on and so forth. You have 1 life. And you just got to keep going. Practice is what it says. Co-op, local co-op. Collection is, I haven't figured this one out. I've been going through and kind of finding little things here and there. And they kind of feed into this story. But the story, overall, we're going to go for noob so I can actually talk while I play. Overall, the story has been that each of these characters is essentially out for revenge against this same cloaked robot guy. This kid right here was taken in by a doctor at a very early age. The robot guy killed him. This guy here, I don't really fully understand. I guess the robot guy was mean to him. This guy here, it seems like his entire clan was kind of killed off. I haven't done her. I haven't really want to play with her because her attack's super high and her health is super low, so I haven't really played as her yet. I'm going to go with Sam Hill here. As you can see on the right, we have his attack and health. I do not believe that counts my health buffs so far. Then he actually has his super attacks, which is slash, which is a slash, and then a fireball that fires forward. I'll show those off. But yeah, so far I've actually loved this a lot, and I'm gonna actually pause at the very beginning and kind of explain stuff to you early on.
Smash everything.
So let's hit start here. Okay. So as you can see in the main center here, I actually have all my buffs and stuff like that. It's gonna show you all that kind of fun stuff and all that. Top left is the combo counter and combo bonuses. Those only count, are only counted up if I use my LB or RB abilities, which are on the bottom. So that'll go up, and then skill, that counts as a special kill, and that will increase that thing below it, and points and points and points, blah, 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 points, 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 which is essentially the entire right side of the screen. That I'll explain in a few seconds. Below that is my character portrait. Those nuclear symbols are my super, which I get an extra or a bomb I get by filling up that bar under it. Below that are plips, which you see 4 of. That gauges how much I can use my special attacks. See how the slash LB is 3 and RB is 2? So I could do 2 of the RB or 1 of the LBs. Those then will convert into the points that turn into my bombs. And this is where I really like the kind of balanced stuff of, if you want to hold on to these plips to use later on maybe, but the more you use them, the closer you get to a bomb, which I think is really, really neat. So actually, I'll use one quickly early on. You can see it'll go from 0 of 34 to 2 of 34. Bottom, you can see my health there. As you saw, remember before, I believe he had 4 health to begin with. I now have 6. And normal stuff, X to shoot. Holding B actually charges those plips that I have 4 of now, so let's go. So if I hit right bumper, as you can see there, I got 2 points into my bomb. As you can see, only kills with the super abilities will actually count towards my combo. These little lightning bolts essentially are another way to charge up my plips. I can hold B, he stops shooting, and it slowly goes up. That those going faster actually is a thing I can upgrade. As you can see on my character model, I have a little blue dot. That is actually where I get hit. I'm very happy that this game actually shows that on your model and does not make you guess where it is like a lot of other shmups have done. Another interesting fun thing is the bosses are set for a stage, but I've kind of had it where the stages kind of are random. So I'll always have like the first 3 stages, but they won't always be like let's use this as an example. Exit, restart, and continue are all like the 3 stages. So I could start again and see like exit stage 1 variety, the restart is 2 and continue is 3. I could restart, and then instead of getting exit first, I could get continue first or stage 3 first, if that makes sense. So it'll be kind of randomized at what I get. So it's kind of like a nice variety of like you're not playing the exact same stage over and over and over again if you die. This is on noob. Before every boss, you actually get those little things come in that either give you health or a bomb. And then the boss comes in. And then it does this cool little like intro for them. And then you fight the boss. So what I usually like to do is get rid of all my supers or special attacks. As you can see, since I'm using them, the counter on the left is going up. And this is noob, so he is dying super fast. So he's dead, right? No, a lot of these bosses have like 2 to 3 stages, which sounds like time-consuming and annoying, but their attack patterns are usually roughly the same, and it's never like too terrible to like. I don't feel like it's a drag to play. What's interesting is that I believe on normal mode there is a rage ability they have that could actually add a extra phase to them, which I think is an interesting thing of not only does it increase the speed and amount of bullets, it increases like the boss encounters, and it just doesn't make it more bullet spongy or shoot more bullets. It actually changes factors of the level, which I think is pretty amazing. So here, if I wanted to, I could buy like more energy, I could buy a bomb, or I can use these upgrade points. I could stock these and hit B and just keep moving. And I can only spend these when I die or I beat the area. The only downside is this weird loading thing, and that's it. And it's usually very fast. Like I've had, like the only other weird thing is when it starts, it'll look like the game has crashed, but you just got to give it a few seconds. So just be ready for that. But if you are interested in shmups at all, I would highly recommend this actually. There was this thing earlier where they hadn't translated the keyboard and mouse controls over from PC, so it said like use L left button and right button, or use J key to use your ult or something like that. That has been patched already, so they did fix that. I do have a funny screenshot of press the J key to skip, and I'm like, I don't know what the J key is, but they fixed it, which is good. So they are actively working to improve the game or like fix stuff. Like I said before, when you first boot this up, it lets you play noob mode, and then it moves you to normal, and I'm assuming once I have beaten normal, it will let me go to the next thing. And I can recommend this for newer people because as long as you're able to beat a boss or a strong enemy, you get those upgrade points. So at the very worst, you can brute force your way through it, and trust me, noob mode's super easy. 99% of my damage, even in normal mode, is from the boss. So this turtle guy, I believe, has 1, 2, I think 3 phases on normal. So let's actually go for the bomb because that actually gives me more points at the end of this. I really like these little like run-ins. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna burn all our supers. And of course, this game does the good thing of if you defeat a boss, all his bullets become points for your consumption. Oh, I got hit. But there's stuff you can upgrade to get like, hey, more like health and stuff. So if this was normal mode, this thing would actually sprout ahead and then we would keep going. So it's like you see there, it's not even been 10 minutes, and that was a normal mode, a noob mode playthrough. Or almost a full noob mode playthrough. That's 2 levels in 10 minutes. It is a very, very enjoyable game, even for people who aren't like the best at this. So far, this level has usually been the last one. It might depend on the character you play as. I'm not 100% sure. I've mostly stuck to this guy. I really like using him. They each all have their different firing patterns, and I understand people who might be like, I don't really like having the upgrades at the end of death. Some people do enjoy having the like pickup upgrades and choosing like if you want a spread gun or kind of stuff like that. But that is very much tied to with the character you play as. I really like how specials convert into bombs, and they're not actual pickups outside of like picking them at the end of the level before the boss. I like that they do give you the pre-boss like relief items. Music's fine, nothing crazy to write home about. No crazy guitar riffs. But noob mode, I'm not hardly even watching my like character model because most stuff doesn't pose much of a threat outside of the boss. And I do know that like sometimes shmups are kind of hard to get into for newer people, but this feels like something that could be something super easy for them to get into. Like that was just a normal and like a semi-normal enemy, and he gave the little bluey orbs. Usually the enemies who are like not one-hit kills give the energy, as far as I've seen. And of course, like for him, this character, for his specific upgrades, like if I upgrade him, this fireball or this fireball, his fireball, 3 fireballs there will actually just become 1 super fireball, and then that's his super there, just wrecks everything. I actually like this boss. It's really cool. It just gets air lifted out of the way. Let's get that bomb and we'll just spam that. But yeah, it's been about 10 minutes. It's about 1 playthrough. I also never understood like that, like the entire like all these helicopters are gonna airdrop in this giant thing kind of thing. Like, isn't that too big? I don't know. Is it? Who knows? Anyways, Lord of War. Look at this big old mech. Feel my fury. But this is AngerForce. Literally everyone's motivation in this game is super angry at this same robot dude, and there is co-op. I don't know exactly how the stuff is handled that way. I'm gonna assume it's essentially the same. If I wanted to, this guy's slash ability, if I upgraded it specifically, it would get rid of bullets. And then this guy hops out of that, and he gets more arms. The bombs also get rid of screen clear, which is always a good thing. We'll finish him up, and bam. Look at all those points. And then since that was noob mode, that's gonna be the end of it. And they total up your points, and then of course it shows your like last top 5 scores and all that kind of fun stuff. So there are 7 levels in all. Once I get to hard and I get better, I can get all that. So if I wanted to keep playing as him, I could be like, hey, I want his melee attack to slash twice, or melee will neutralize bullets. But right now I'm more like interested in upgrading, like, hey, I'm gonna have like 25% more damage. Oh, so that's now maxed out, so I can't do that anymore. But like once I get all these maxed out, I feel like it'll be a lot easier. Like this, like charging by like 14% and all that kind of fun stuff. But yeah, that's AngerForce. I would highly recommend it. I enjoyed my time with it. They quickly fixed the control weirdness that they had earlier. But AngerForce Reloaded, it is out now on the Xbox One. I am ZeroJD. This is the XBLA Fans channel. Check out our other videos. It helps us a lot if you give us a like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'll try to answer them. I'll try to get to them and all that. Share our videos, and thank you very much, and have a nice day. Bye.